Hello, everyone, and welcome to Teaching Natural. My name's Dare. I'm a seventh year high school English teacher in SoCal or Southern California, and here is my May expenses breakdown. Starting with my Chase Southwest credit card, it's a zero remaining balance, $0 minimum payment. I always pay this credit card off as soon as I make a charge because the interest rate is at 20%. On my Chase Southwest card is ADT, which is $22.99, and Cox Internet, which is $90 for a total of $112.99. I do not have another credit card to put on here because I am now credit card debt free. I paid off my last payment on my 0% interest credit card last month. So this month was my first month completely credit card debt free. Student loan payment, my minimum monthly payment is $334.47. I put an extra $766.04 for a total of $1,100.51. Rent and utilities this month is $2,662.02. Groceries, I gave myself a little extra for fun. That is $450. Gas for my car is $150. This month, my electric company always gives us a rebate or like kind of a credit. So I don't owe anything for gas and electric. My car insurance is $135.90. I'm putting $150 into my safety net. I'm going to put $100 into my emergency fund because I did go to the franchise tax board and I finally got my tax return. So I did get that money. I was planning on putting that money more towards my emergency fund and my student loan payment, but my car ended up needing an oil change and I needed to replace my 2 tire pressure sensors in the front. So that ended up being about $500. So because I've had to do a lot for my car this year, just to, the typical maintenance, I'm going to build up a bit more in my emergency fund. My sinking funds, I'm going to put $460 towards. My medical, I'm going to put $20 towards because I know that I have an eye exam and I need to do a checkup. So with my copays, it should be $20. I needed to renew my driver's license, which was $45. I'm giving myself $65 for my nails, $55 for shopping. I have a friend who has a birthday this month, so I'm going to budget for $30. And then for European Wax Center, budgeting $10 for my tip. Altogether, that is $4,332.92. In my checking account, none of this is including the money from my tax return because that went to my car. And I also put some money in my cash wallet just as kind of like a buffer or to let me have some fun. So total in my checking account, $5,547.17. Total bills and expenses from here is $5,546.42. Leaves me a remainder of $75 as a buffer. In total, getting transferred to my cash wallet, which is what I use as kind of like my regular spending account for my varying funds, is going $600. I've already transferred that. As I said earlier, gas is getting $150. Already transferred that. My safety net is $150. As I already said, emergency fund $100. I realize I should explain this in case you're new here. My safety net is my month ahead. So that is where I keep the money for my bills and my bare budget and things like that. A lot of people call that an emergency fund, but I just like to call it a safety net, and that's specifically for the bills. So with this $150, there is now $5,100 in that safety net, which is almost a complete paycheck for me, but it is 1 month of bare bones budget and a little bit extra than 1 month. My emergency fund is things like tires or a surprise pops up, but it's not going to take away from my bare bones budget. So that is the difference for me between my safety net and my emergency fund. In my sinking fund, specifically, $300 is going to travel, $160 is going to me. And I will break that down now. So in my travel fund, and I already colored this part in, but I said I put my $300. I am going to Disneyland in June. So I just put in the money for all my dad and my ticket. I am saving up $1,000 just for food and things like that. So with that $300, I colored in 3 more tickets. I now have $700. Our Disney tickets are going to be $675 and some change because we are going for 3 days, and I used my AAA discount to get discounted tickets. So now I can go ahead and buy my Disney tickets, and I am going to work on saving up the $300 for food, souvenirs if we want to buy anything, and then just like gas, things like that. So Disneyland is now fully funded for the tickets, and now I just have to save for the extras. Then in my necessities for my debt tracker, I'm super excited because on my student loan tracker, I got to color in the 40% mark. I'm so proud of myself. I have now paid off 40% of my student loan. So the $1,100 payment that I just made this month takes my student loan down to $17,773. In 2 more paychecks, I should be able to color off the 50%, and then I am halfway done with my goal. For those of you who are new, my goal is to pay off my student loan by my 32nd birthday in July 2026. So I'm almost there. We're making our way. We're getting to it. So yay, got to color my student loan. And then let me go get my sinking fund binder. Okay. My sinking fund binder, I am getting my brows microbladed for my 31st birthday in July. So I just put $160 towards that. I'm going to color it green for the fun of it. I know that microblading with both of the sessions plus my tip is not going to cost $1,000. It should come out to be like $900, but I'm going to go $1,000 just in case. And I'm thinking that I might even go above $1,000 just in case something goes wrong, or like I need a correction and it costs more money than I thought it was going to cost. But $1,000 should be okay for now. So my goal is by my next paycheck to have, wow, I really should have colored this one, but oh well. My goal is for my next paycheck to have fully funded my microblading savings funds or sinking fund. Okay, so that is it for my budget for May. Let me know, what are some things that you're working on? What are some of your financial goals? Hello, Tux. Can you get out of the video, please? Sir? So let me know, what are some of your financial goals that you're working on? Are you paying off credit card debt? Are you paying off your student loan debt? Or are there some other big goals like a vacation or a beauty treatment that you are working on like I am? In the meantime and in between time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.